The narrow, bustling streets of the small Indian city echoed with the hurried footsteps of Inspector Vijay as he chased the fleet-footed thief, Satya. The afternoon sun painted long shadows on the cobblestone pathways, and the chaotic marketplace bore witness to the unfolding drama. Satya, nimble and elusive, weaved through the crowd, his stolen prize, a gold chain, clutched tightly in his hand. Vijay, determined to catch his prey, barked orders to the onlookers, creating a temporary corridor for him to navigate through. As the chase escalated, Satya's heart raced, beads of sweat forming on his forehead. He ducked and dodged, evading Vijay at every turn. The market was a cacophony of sounds, hawkers shouting their wares, the honking of rickshaws, and the rhythmic clang of a blacksmith's hammer. Satya's pulse quickened as he sprinted through the labyrinthine lanes, but his luck took a sudden turn. A car, seemingly appearing out of nowhere, collided with him. The impact sent him sprawling, the stolen chain flying from his grasp. Vijay, closing in, seized the opportunity and tackled Satya to the ground. The once swift and defiant thief was now injured and at the mercy of Inspector Vijay. As Vijay handcuffed Satya, he looked into the familiar eyes of his childhood friend. Memories flooded back, a time when Satya, in the 6th grade, had selflessly helped him buy books when Vijay had been penniless. "Satya, do you remember me?" Vijay asked, a mixture of duty and sympathy in his voice. Satya, groaning in pain, looked up, recognition flickering in his eyes. "Vijay, is that you?" Vijay nodded. "We were classmates, remember? I haven't forgotten what you did for me back then." Vijay decided to prioritize Satya's injuries and took him to the hospital. Dr. Vidya, the emergency doctor on duty, was startled to see her high school classmate in such a predicament. She set about cleaning Satya's wounds, memories of how he had once saved her from menacing goons flashing in her mind. Dr. Vidya carefully cleaned and dressed Satya's wounds in the quiet emergency room. The atmosphere was tense, and Satya's gaze was fixed on the ceiling as memories of his troubled past resurfaced. Vidya, sensing Satya's unease, spoke gently. "Satya, it's been a long time. How did you end up here?" Satya sighed, his eyes reflecting a mixture of pain and remorse. "Doc, life took a different turn after high school. Got into the wrong company, made some bad choices. Before I knew it, I was deep into alcohol and hanging out with people who led me down a dark path." Vidya paused, placing a reassuring hand on Satya's arm. "I remember how you saved me from those goons, Satya. You were always the brave one. What happened?" Satya hesitated, the weight of his past evident in his words. "Life got tough, Doc. I lost my way, lost myself. It's like I became a stranger to the person I used to be. The friends I thought had my back turned out to be the ones pushing me towards the edge." Vidya listened empathetically, her eyes reflecting compassion. "Satya, it's never too late to turn things around. You were there for me when I needed help. Let us be there for you now. Tell me, how can we help you get back on track?" As Satya shared his struggles with Vidya, a connection of shared history and genuine concern blossomed between them. The emergency room became a space not just for physical healing, but also for the healing of wounds that were unseen, a moment of shared vulnerability and understanding. After the treatment, Vijay and Satya headed to court to face Judge Anand. Anand, a beacon of justice, was taken aback when he saw Satya. College friends, they shared a deep connection. Tears welled up in their eyes as they remembered a moment that had altered Anand's life. "Satya, my friend, you saved me from making a grave mistake," Anand admitted, a mix of gratitude and regret in his voice. Memories from their college days flooded back, and Anand felt a weight on his conscience. Satya looked at Anand, his eyes reflecting understanding. "Anand bhai, we all make mistakes. What happened back then is water under the bridge. Anand sighed. No, Satya, I need to say this. Years ago, I was desperate for money, and I resorted to stealing from a friend's bag. I was in a dark place, and you caught me. You made me return the money and promise never to tread that path again. Satya's expression softened, and he nodded. I remember, Anand Bhai. We all have our low points. I'm just glad I could be there for you then, just like you are for me now. Anand placed a hand on Satya's shoulder, grateful for the chance to clear the air. They shared a moment of mutual understanding, acknowledging the twists and turns that life had taken them through. Despite the friendship, justice had to prevail. Anand imposed a jail term, but as Satya served his time, the trio of Vijay, Vidya, and Anand concocted a plan to redeem him. They listened to Satya's story of succumbing to the clutches of bad company and addiction, and united in their determination to rescue him. After Satya's release, they arranged for addiction treatment, secured him a job, and provided a place to stay. Slowly, with the unwavering support of his friends, Satya regained his footing in the community. The sights, sounds, and emotions of his journey echoed in the senses of those who had once been his classmates, bringing him back to the path of redemption. In the end, the trio had not only upheld justice but also repaid the kindness Satya had shown them in their times of need. Satya's life had come full circle, a testament to the enduring power of friendship and compassion.
In a city of tales untold, where dreams and shadows play, Satya ran through narrow streets in a chase that wouldn't sway. Inspector Vidge, a friend of old, pursued with heart unsure, a stolen chain, a twisted fate, in alleys obscure. But in the rush, in the fleeting night, a connection sparked, a familiar light, a history unfolded, a school-time grace, bonds of friendship time can't erase. Oh, Satya, my friend, a second chance unfolds in the symphony of life, where redemption rolls through the alleys of regret and the streets of strife. A second chance, the melody of a transformed life. In the hospital's quiet hum, Dr. Vidya's hands did tend to wounds that told a tale of choices on a path that had no end. A glance exchanged, a recognition found of schoolyard courage in echoes all around. And as the wounds received their mend, the stories of old, the shadows would lend a shared past, a shared regret. In that silent room, their souls met. Oh, Satya, my friend, a second chance unfolds in the symphony of life, where redemption molds through the alleys of regret and the streets of strife. A second chance, the melody of a transformed life, courtroom solemn, judge and inside, a friend from college, where youthful dreams abide, a tale of stolen moments, a friendship tested through Satya and Anand, bundled and new. Justice spoke with a heavy heart, a sentence served in time, yet within those hallowed walls, a plan began to climb, to break the chains of past misdeeds and help Satya stand. Forged by fate as unseen hand, through therapies, embrace and a child's hopeful start, Satya rebuilt his world, mending a fractured heart, and Vidya, a trio strong, in the harmony of second chances, where they belong. Oh, Satya, my friend, a second chance unfolds in the symphony of life, where redemption molds through the alleys of regret and the streets of strife, a second chance, the melody of a transformed life in the city's heartbeat, a rhythm sweet and rare. Satya found his way back from the depths of despair, a story woven in threads of old and new, a second chance, a song